Whatever I felt for you, Gia, I never meant to hurt you.
Why is it so hard for you to admit it? You never really loved me.
Not the way you mean. Love like that, it's like a fairy tale. Okay, it's for people so overdramatic they end up dying over what was probably just a crush.
Then why say it?
Because it meant so much to you at the time. I was trying to make you happy.
You were trying to get me in bed. And it worked. You know, add another notch on your belt, but never again. And here she is now, your girl on the side, right on cue. Is he telling you he loves you too now? Trust me, he's got the routine down, but he doesn't mean a word of it. And then again, neither do you when you're telling the world how in love you are with Lucky. You know, come to think of it, you two are perfect for each other. Both liars.
What did I tell you? That girl is angry and hurt, and Nikolas is merely amused. No, his attention went straight to Elizabeth when she came in the room.
You're deluding yourself, Mother. That's becoming a habit with you.
He can't take his eyes off Gia. I mean, he still loves her. The look is written all over his face.
But I have a solution for that. By the time I finish with Gia, she will be completely ruined for him.
What have you arranged?
Gia's my date for this evening. Don't you think it appropriate that the real Cassadine Prince be at the auction this evening?
I assume you're here as Nikolas's date, since Lucky is nowhere in sight, and, well, you couldn't afford to bid on anything here if your life depended on it. Not that any of it is your style, Miss Holier-than-thou.
Gia, stop it.
Which is really a joke when you think about it, because you've turned out to be the world's biggest tramp, Miss Face of Deception.
Listen, you know what? You want to be angry with me, that's fine, but back off Elizabeth.
You're so gallant. You know, the act is getting really stale. Elizabeth, he's all yours. I wouldn't want to keep my date waiting.
You have a date?
Would you expect me to crawl under a rock when Prince Nikolas the Dishonest dumped me? No way. Join a convent? I've got way too much stuff to do.
Ms. Campbell.
Yes.
This just arrived for you.
Thank you. Well, you gotta love a man who knows how to apologize. Turns out Lucian couldn't make it. He had to fly to Geneva on business.
So now you're taking diamonds from a man you hardly know.
Why not? I took them from you, and it turns out I barely knew you.
Mother, you are priceless. The look on your face.
I'm glad you find it all so amusing.
Oh, as much fun as it would be to reveal myself to the world this evening, I wouldn't want to ruin your carefully laid plans. Not after all the trouble you've gone to.
Well, I'm flattered that you would appreciate my efforts.
Oh, Mother, I do. But there's still the question of my son.
Your son is back where he belongs as a Cassadine.
I have my doubts.
You'll see.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine.
I know what this is costing you. Turning on Gia and fighting with the people you love.
Look, Elizabeth, all that matters is that it's working. Okay? Helena's beginning to trust me, and I'm very close now to finding out what she's actually trying to do to Lucky.
This goes above and beyond the call, Nikolas. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me.
You see? Elizabeth is the one that Nikolas wants.
Obviously, I am going to have to hand you indisputable proof, which I will. And in the meantime, there are some matters I need to take care of. Not the least of which is revenge on my faithless brother.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce tonight's celebrity assistant, the face of deception, Miss Gia Campbell.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming. Before we begin, the auction sponsor and principal benefactress, Helena Cassadine, would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Gia. Isn't she lovely? Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to welcome you to this charity auction to benefit General Hospital. And I especially want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for being here. I should announce first and foremost that this evening's event is at the instigation and direction of my grandson, the Cassadine heir, Prince Nikolas Cassadine. The Cassadines are longtime supporters of General Hospital because of the remarkable work that the hospital does. It's an institution about which I care very, very deeply.
Tell the whole story, Madam Cassadine. Don't be shy. Your work deserves public recognition. Tell these good people about the miraculous medical advancements your research has produced.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying, the Cassadine family's goal in arranging this auction
There's
is to...
so much more to tell. So much that you should be proud of. So much that your natural timidity prevents you from taking credit for the labs, the experiments, the years of research. Science owes you a debt.
Time to go, Spencer.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I like auctions to the Cassadines, each and every one.
The hell out.
Generous
Get out,
to a fault.
Spencer, get out. The party's over for you.
No, Mr. Spencer is welcome to stay.
Thank you, madam.
My grandson has asked me to remind you of the legal niceties of this evening. This auction is without reserve. Each item will be sold to the highest qualified bidder with no limiting conditions or amounts. Well, shall we begin?
Lot number 1, a seascape in oil on canvas in the Impressionist style by the artist William Glackens, circa 1911. It's donated by Mrs. Amanda Barrington. The minimum opening bid is $7,300.
Oh my God.
Back, that reminds me of the island of Abaco. I think Laura would like that. I'm going to bid on that. 7,300?
7,300 a bid. Thank you, sir. Now 74.
I wouldn't pay
now
$5 for that. It's a
bid. Now
fake.
75. Thank you. Now 76. Thank you, sir. Now 77.
Even your taste is better than that, Baldwin. That's a paint by number.
Thank you, ma'am. Now 8,000. 8,000 a bid.
8,000 clams.
Hope you're not buying that from my wife.
8,000 bid. No 8,500 going once.
She would burn the house down before she put that. Hey, I have things to do here. Mac, call off your dogs. I sent your wife home to you. I was sensitive. What more can I do?
You better brace yourself. Now, either you can leave quietly or I'm going to arrest you.
You know, that's not necessary. Can you try to act normal just for a second and tell me what's going on?
Oh, thank God, a friendly face, Natasha, the whipping girl of the Cassadines. These people don't like you. Let's shove them all off a balcony.
Just to have a piece of legal advice. Try not to alienate the friends that you have left.
Free legal advice from the kind of attorney that makes you want to commit crimes. You got great legs, lady, great legs, yeah. Say, listen, if you want to give me legal advice, why don't you give it to me when I need it? Where were you when Baldwin was trying to send me away to the slammer so he could circle my wife like a lovesick vulture? You've gone from roadkill to art connoisseur. That is impressive.
Shut up, Spencer. Go sleep it off.
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, yes, you are. You're coming with me. You're under arrest.
For what? For what?
You're coming with me. Drunk and disorderly in a public place.
Not
disturbing
drunk.
the peace, and whatever else I can nail on you.
Taggart, wait. Luke, please, whatever's going on with you, you don't have to do this. Let me help. For Lucky's sake.
That's sweet. I'm touched. A heartfelt appeal from a beautiful young woman. Lieutenant, you want to arrest somebody, go arrest Madame Cassadine, because she's making sure that this lovely young woman will never be happy. Never, ever be happy.
Luke, what is she doing? What are you talking about?
All right, Luke, you know what? That's enough. You take it outside.
Ah, the heir apparent. Right on cue. Good move. It's gonna kill him to find out you're lying, isn't it? But don't worry. They'll recover when they find that there's a spy in their midst. Hey, Elena! Don't worry if you can't use Nickety-Nack's genes. You can run down to the laboratory and create some new life form to take his place. But you better hurry because he belongs to your enemies. He will bring you down.